you.
Look at the sophistication. This is crazy. Wow. But recording with the phone, it's good.
Yeah. A lot of my old videos were on the iPhone 13, but they said that anything 15 and above made way better quality videos, like way better.
Oh.
So
you had to do it. Well, it's got like 5 lenses on it.
I know. I guess that the more lenses, the better it looks.
I've heard that. James Webb told me that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. I mean, and it also has another thing, like I think is infrared. Maybe that helps. I think or LiDAR or something.
Wow.
I mean, dude, it's got a smoke detector on it.
It's for real?
No, I don't. I mean, I wouldn't surprise me.
Why not, though? That would be great.
Yeah.
Right? Look, why not?
Why not?
Because if you're in bed, you got your phone near you in bed, you could put a carbon monoxide and a smoke detector in the phone. We're saving lives.
I mean, there's an app for that, right? There has to be.
If there's not, we should make it.
If your phone can't smell, is it really a phone?
Exactly. It should appeal to all senses.
I agree, 100%. So then, hey, let's see here. You can touch it, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can absolutely hear it.
Oh, that's like the main, yeah. It was like one of the first things it did.
Yeah, 100%. And then what's another sense?
You can taste it. You can lick it.
You could lick it for sure.
I wouldn't.
Oh, man. It would be awesome if they had a case that tasted good. That would be awesome.
That is awesome, but I was thinking too, the way when I go to like a public restroom and I'm having to do a sitter, I always use like the toilet paper dispenser, because I'm looking at the phone, and then when I'm ready to, wrap it up, I set the phone on that. I'm like, how many phones have rested right here? What's the petri dish of activity?
Yeah.
Right there. But I'm still putting it in. I'm not. Who cleans their phone? We should. We're not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone wants to talk about how cleanly they are, but if you're not washing your phone pretty much on a daily basis, like you should, it's got to be disgusting. That's what we should do. We should come up with the first germ phone test kit. Like how dirty is your phone?
That would, yeah.
I would want to know. Do I have a dirty phone?
I know I do. I do. I'm almost ashamed to have it on your pretty cloth. It's tainting it with its...
It's not... Yeah, mine... It's not even about what's outside of it. It's what's inside of it, It's dirty.
That's getting philosophical. But, I think we'll have to do some Googling before you post this, because I don't want anybody to beat us to the punch on some of these great ideas. We could be billionaires.
We could, actually. Like, Apple, we're think tankers, obviously. Mm-hmm. This is what we do. We come up with better solutions.
We've only been in a room together for about 20 minutes, and we've made $1 billion.
Imagine.
Incredible. Are we going to lead into are we going to explain what's coming?
Yeah, I just don't really... we can. I'm not horribly excited.
Yeah.
At all. Like
I didn't start the timer, maybe on purpose.
No, make it 15.
I don't even know how to get to the time. My phone's so disgusting I can't find the clock in it.
And this is a dirty thing that we put up against our faces.
Yeah.
It's
got. This is the filth. I've dropped my phone on the bathroom floor and immediately picked it up and kept looking at it without flinching. Didn't even think.
Yeah.
About what it landed in.
Yeah.
Because I miss the toilet sometimes. I'm a man, I'll admit it. Sometimes I'm a little sleepy. I pull up, I let it go, and I hear a sound that doesn't sound like the toilet. We're bouncing it off the wall. Fuck. All right? I get it places.
Yeah.
Then I drop the phone down there. Now we got pee-pee phone. All right? I do clean the floor. I just want to be clear about that. But you get traces. I don't know why we're going down this rabbit hole again. Chip challenge. We got Red Hot Reaper. Chip challenge.
Yeah. You're doing great. Keep going.
Several people have died from this.
Is that true?
Probably.
Okay. Well,
it's allergy advice. It may contain nuts, soy, or milk, so it's gotten a few of those people just on accident.
That is true.
It's also manufactured in the UK, not a place I associate with flavor or spice.
Very true. Great accents.
Yeah. They're more of a beans and sausage kind of island.
Do you expect the chip to taste good at least? Like, are we expecting like some flavor? You know what I mean? Do we have a little bit of flavor, a little bit of something that's going to tickle the taste buds and make it taste nice while we're like in terrible pain?
It has so many ingredients. I feel like it has too many ingredients for what it's setting out to do. Like, no one's putting this in their mouth long enough to be like, is that chili powder mix? No one. But we do have, it's a corn chip. It has maize flour, of course, obviously, vegetable oils. This is boring stuff. Tomatoes, all that stuff. But you get down into it here. We got Peppertown, just Peppertown. We got dried garlic, green bell pepper. Come on now. Cumin, which is a fun one to look at because it looks like cumin. Am I right?
100%.
Oregano. This is right below Washington. Dried ancho chili. Dried yeast extract. That sounds disgusting. Chili powder mix. Now we're getting into it. Carolina Reaper. Trinidad Scorpion.
There's some pepper.
Cayenne, coriander, black pepper. Come on now. Ginger, cinnamon, and then balsamic vinegar. Powder. I didn't even know that was a thing.
They powderized the balsamic vinegar?
I didn't think you could do. I don't think that's legal here in America. Maybe in the UK.
Maybe, yeah.
And then here's the flavoring part. They added for some zest, some dried habanero chili, dried Reaper oil, and dried Trinidad Scorpion chili. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't expect to taste much other than my own snot.
I'm pretty excited about the smoked salt that they put on it.
Oh, smoked salt.
And paprika extract for color. That's
the color is important.
Yeah, I mean, dude. You know, I know that this was like partially my idea, but I've been dreading this. And my brother called me today and I told him, I said, I'm going to be doing the chip challenge tonight. And he gave me conflicting reports. Because he said that he has a friend of his that did this challenge pretty recently and that it wasn't that bad. And I was like, okay.
Not falling for
and
that.
then he said, but also, too, he did say, he prefaced this with, at the time, he's been eating a lot of, like, chili extracts and
training.
I'm not doing that. I'm having a jalapeno max.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can handle some stuff that's like infused with hotter peppers, but damn, dude, like sometimes if you go to a good Mexican restaurant, sometimes their jalapenos are hotter than I can even handle.
Yeah,
you know,
sometimes they get you. A raw one will really
like the light green, and you get a couple seeds in your mouth. Damn.
Yeah, every time with that. We're both white.
100%.
I was just looking around. I was thinking snot will pour out of me. I don't see any. I'm using this shirt. The shirt's getting.
Oh, I got us covered.
You got? I'm going to use your shirt.
Yeah, no, no. I got paper towels.
Oh, cool.
I got.
He's looking for them. I got them.
I actually got the Bounty Tripper roll.
Oh, you got to have a thick one.
Yeah.
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 Very cool. It does have. I think this is interesting. Do not consume if you are under 21 years of age. We're sending kids to the military at 18, but they cannot have this chip for 3 years.
Dude, if you're making a food that cannot be consumed until you're 21, I mean that's tough money.
That's rough.
Like if you can't drink, you can't chip.
Yeah, and it says if you have any existing medical conditions, very broad. A lot of things are existing medical conditions.
Yeah, dude. Like I got to hang now, bro. Like,
I got scoliosis. Will I be okay?
Oh man. Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we will. In 10 more minutes.
So that's interesting. Do you really have scoliosis?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's been around for a while. It's funny. I had back issues as a young boy. I played Little League football. Wasn't very good. I got beat around quite a bit, and my back was hurting a lot. And I remember my dad was just like, "I think you're just a pussy. I think you're just not cut out for football, son."
Thanks, Dad.
So it was lower back, and it caused me to limp. So ages 11 and 12, I walked around like a Hogwarts janitor. I just had like a lilt,
like swag.
Yeah, a little bit. And then eventually my parents were like, "We should probably take him to the doctor. We love him. We should get him checked out. Our son shouldn't limp." So they took me to the doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, his spine's wild. It's not doing what it's supposed to do back there. He's probably, you got something going on." They never said scoliosis because I think it was too early to have formed, but it just wasn't growing in right.
Yeah, and the Hunchback of Notre Dame, that had to be like popping at the time as far as the movie.
Yeah.
So you don't want that.
No, I abstained from the movie. I thought it would be hurtful.
I completely get that. Triggering.
Yeah. It would be, it was just too much.
Yeah.
But I went, so we got a second opinion. And normally when you get a second opinion, you're looking for a better opinion. But a lot of times you just get the opinion that you want. So we went to a different doctor and they were just like, I think it's probably just growing pains. It's just growing pains. So we all wanted to buy that. And we were like, oh, so it'll pass. Thank God. So I remember being in school asking my buddies who were like, they're sprouting some underarm hair. They're getting some chest hair. And I'm like, you guys gotten your really serious back growing pains yet?
Scaring the shit out of
you guys fucking got, they're like, no. I'm like, you guys haven't got your back pains yet from growing? They're like, no. I'm like, well, I must be well ahead of you guys then. But turns out that's not what it was. When I was 18, it got really serious, and I'd played all kinds of high school sports. Went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "You played what? You did what?" He's like, "Your spine's a mess. You're not allowed to do any of that ever again." And that was when I found out that I had a fairly at the time serious case of scoliosis, but it's been improved through therapies and stuff like that. You can't even really tell. My right shoulder's a little higher, but
I about to say
no one can really tell. Yeah.
Yeah, like. As far as people with scoliosis, you're 10.
Yeah, I didn't grow out of it, but I think I grew into it. I think it fits me well.
I think you wear it beautifully.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this chip. I mean, don't tell the paramedics that I had scoliosis when they show up. So they'll be like, he should have known.
He should have known. The warning was right there.
Yeah, I mean, right there. What about you? Any existing medical conditions?
Yeah, I've suffered a pretty bad back injury, but I'm,
growing pains.
Trucking through. Yeah, there you go. I got growing pains.
Was it something from like exertion or an accident or
from an accident?
Oh goodness,
it was fun. There's nothing I like more than just a good accident.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
Was that recent?
It's like 8 months ago.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember there being some hubbub in the stand-up community about an accident, but I didn't know how serious or what had happened. Or
the fun thing is so I already got like they take one of those long needles. I got an injection into my hip of steroids, and then they were like, so now we want to do injections on your spine, and I was like, well, that doesn't sound
like an epidural. Because I got one of those too.
Yeah,
we're epidural brothers.
Epi twins. Yeah. So I get to do that on Thursday. And
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean,
yeah,
I was.
They kind of they warned me about it. This was 15 years ago for me, but they tried to make it like a horror movie. They're like, "Are you okay with a giant needle going in your back?"
Right.
And I was like, "Well, I'm not going to see it. Why the fuck are you bringing it up?"
Right.
Like,
yeah. Well, it's kind of like the hip guy, like I trust them pretty good because, they got you under a machine and the machine's reading you and they have a graph on your body. So like they're kind of pinpointing exactly what they need. So that was cool. And then once I really thought I was going to feel it a lot more, but I was like, I felt the pinch and then he was like, all right, we're in there. I was like, you're in my hip bone. He's like, deep in it, buddy. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, do you feel this? And he barely poked a little bit more. And I was like, ugh. But it wasn't bad. It was just strange.
Yeah.
It was a weird pain. It was like, not even pain. It was just weird. It was like, obviously something's inside of me pushing my leg out a little bit. So yeah, I don't know how safe that is. I'm not gonna ask them if the needle's in yet because I don't want in my back because I don't want them to be like, can you feel this?
Yeah.
That wouldn't
no. And also just being on your back, being like, are you in yet? Is not a phrase I want to be uttering too many times in life.
Yeah, and it's stressful. Like I think I'm starting to finally get to the age to where like I care when I go to the doctor. Like they could make a mistake.
Oh, for sure. They're just people.
Yeah.
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 I'm always, for some reason in my mind, well into adulthood and now even currently, I'm 40. I thought for some reason, I dreaded this from the time I was like 22. I was like, as soon as you turn 40, they're putting a finger in you.
Yeah.
I turned 40. No one's even offered. I mean, like,
really?
Yeah. I've been going to my GP and I'm like, I'm 40. And she's like, you look good. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll get out of here.
Dude, lucky you.
Yeah. I picked a GP with small hands though. I was pretty smart about that.
That is, you got to look at the hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I went through several before I landed on one that she's just petite knuckles.
See, they go knuckle.
That's her name. That's her name, Petite Knuckles.
Dr. Petite Knuckles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I found her. It's not like they show their knuckles online. They're not like, here's my face, here's my knuckles.
that would get a lot more clients.
It really would.
Yeah.
See, there's another thing. Billion-dollar ideas. We're just full of them.
100%. If you're not advertising, showing off them knucks, like
drknuckles.com.
But also too, if you're not showing off your knuckles, we know. Like
Super Bowl rings on all of them.
You'll probably still get plenty of business, you know?
That's true. Yeah, different clientele. I mean, different strokes for different folks. I'm just, I'm a little nervous about it back there. That's all.
Yeah, but I like the looking at the hands.
Mm-hmm.
Because my daughter, I've never looked at her hands, but I'm about to turn 40.
Yeah.
So I just am thinking. I literally started thinking, you look healthy. Me, I don't. She's probably gonna be like, let me up in that.
What is going on?
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
We could just check each other's. Our doctors are clearly not going to do it. It's up to us. Epi twins for life.
I don't know. Let me see your mitts.
They're not too bad.
No, I mean, yeah, you'd have to shave.
I would wear a glove, just to be clear.
Oh, okay. Right. Because that's more sanitary.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to pick up my phone while I'm holding
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, just make sure you pick up your phone.
Let's see how much more. 2 minutes. Boy, that's a 7-minute conversation about butt knuckling.
Man.
But I appreciate you having me on. I've been kind of waiting in the wings because I know you've been going in like order of people you love in popularity, and I'm like, we're 33 in. Let's get me in there.
That's how I roll. Yeah. Obviously. No, I mean, how many times do we see each other a year?
It's true.
Like, and strange because we kind of run in the same comedy circle, like, and it's like, I don't know. I'm definitely a fan, every time I see him, I'm like, hey, he's great. Like I got, it's just, this is the first time that we've actually gotten to like have a conversation.
It's
like,
true.
Sit down. We've been in a green room before and been able to shoot the shit, and that's fun. But I think most of the time too is like if we're at any show, we're normally watching our constituents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. And honestly, I don't make it out to as many open mics as I should. I don't. Life gets in the way. And I'd love to be out there more and talking, meeting more folks. I've made so many good friends in comedy, and that's my big. My regret is that I'm often too busy to get back out there and get with those people because it's always a good time.
Sure.
So that would be a New Year's resolution. Maybe we can try to get out more. I mean, I will say trying to get to open mics gets me motivated to write more.
Yep. Same here.
So,
because if you're going to multiple open mics in a month, like to me, I just get bored with the same material.
Yeah. Where
I'm like, how many times can I say this joke? And then, I'll force myself. I'll be like, you have to come up with a new opener, Right. Rarely will I ever close with something new, but I always like to open with a new joke anytime that I go to a mic. I want something. Even if it's a 10-second dumb, just
little observational thing.
Yeah, dumb observational thing that I thought of. I'm just like, yeah. And sometimes I don't get it until I get there.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And sometimes it's like just a comment about the room.
Or a comment about somebody's joke.
Yep.
Where it's like they had just gotten off and you love the joke and you're like, here's a little something. I don't like to throw those out while comedians are on stage.
Right.
It kills me whenever people are just like, I'm like,
come on, let them have their time.
Yeah, let them be funny.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that, and that is something I like to do. When I first started, I mean, you have some stage presence because you have a history of being a performer on stage and singing and things like that. You look very comfortable up there. I've gotten better, but I started out very regimented and like basically, no, shut up, leave me alone.
We'll get to that.
Hit the snooze button. I was very much like memorized it word for word, no stage presence, just reciting off the back of my eyes all of the words and very stilted. And but you got to start somewhere. So I built my confidence up, and then like I reached a point where I was like, I no matter what, I'm going to go up and riff my opening line all the time, whether it's the first 10 words, whether it's the first minute or 10 seconds, just as a challenge to myself to like, you got to be a little spontaneous up there and connect with people, or else it does look like you're just reading your own brain. Mm-hmm. So it takes practice, but yeah, that's a good observation.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I think you look I thought the last time I saw you, you looked super comfortable.
Yeah, I've gotten better.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, and I will tell you this: back when I performed with my band, it was easy because I had 2 other guys. You know, like I was playing guitar and singing, but at the same time, it was like, well, it's not all on me, which is what I really enjoyed about being in a band.
That's true.
Is it's us. It's a collective group that we're doing a thing here. And so in comedy, I almost didn't get on stage the first time that I showed up to do comedy. Like I was like, this is not going to be good, and it wasn't. I was terrible. Like I can still go back and watch that and be super proud because not only was it terrible, nobody laughed until the last 15 seconds, like the last of a 5-minute set. You know, like not only was I not getting any participation or anyone laughing, there were people like getting their shit together, you know, and I was just like, okay. But it was the best thing that could have ever happened because as soon as I got off the stage, when I made them laugh at the end, that was great. But I just remember telling myself after I got off is like, that's the worst it can possibly be.
Yes.
Like that's it. That's the worst it can be. It's just obviously getting booed off the stage. There's that. But I mean, you really have to, I think you have to like try to offend people to get them to do that. Mm-hmm. I've gotten boos before, like from like a suicide joke or something like that, like an off-putting joke. I love that. Like I love it. You know, I hope if I can get anything out of you, laughter is like, you know, it's a non-sequential list. You know what I mean? If I can get a, you know, take your breath away, cool. And you're offended, you're afflicted by this, totally fine. Like I'll take that. You're feeling something from what I'm saying, right? The only thing that I don't want to inspire is like hatred. You know, offended is not hatred, right? But you know, going to a zone where it's like, okay, like you know, if somebody is of this religion or of this group, like they could really just like absolutely hate you.
Yeah. So I don't tread in those waters at all for that reason. Is that I don't think I would handle it well in return. So I'm like I'm not gonna tread there. But yeah, I feel you 100%.
Yeah,
as long as you get some reaction, that's kind of what you're going for.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
All right, buddy. Well.
Yeah, go ahead and we'll unbox. Just buy me some time real quick because I got to get up and get the milk and shit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you. Well, I've already read the box, so we'll just do an unboxing here. It does say best before June of this year, which makes me wonder what happens in July. Do they get hotter or not hotter? What happens? You know, you got to wonder. You got to wonder about that. Yeah, actually, I did have. So to be open about it, I have tried this in the past a few years ago, and somebody sent me one or a few of them, and they were expired by a couple years, and it was like eating cardboard, but they were still fucking hot. All right, it comes with a eulogy, kind of cool. Not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat. I don't think anyone will. I think that's the point. It says, here's what to expect. This chip has been purely created for the sheer pleasure of intense heat and pain. And then it shows 4 tiers. Mouth on fire, runny nose, watery eyes, and a lot of F words. Which probably will all happen at one time. Keep out of reach of children. Does come with a glove, so we could do this.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, darn.
Great. It's so perfect. Thank you, chip gods, for dude.
Yeah, I guess it's smart. You don't want to touch your eyes or anything.
Yeah, if I get the hiccups, I truly like.
Is it over? That's when you're. How long do you think is it because you can't get rid of them?
Yeah. I have to make a phone call or something. Get some water out here.
Thicker knuckles than I thought. Just a thick-knuckled man. Look at that. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Come on, lunch lady.
They're not the best gloves. What are the Brits doing?
Yeah, I'm definitely not touching the chip with my fingers. I touch my phone with those fingers, you know?
That's right. It would probably clean your phone if you touched them after the chip. I don't know if anything's living. It's a big box for what amounts to a very petite chip. Petite chip is my...
I should be drunk
podiatrist.
for this.
Yeah, it is kind of weird to approach this sober because there's a lot of no going through my brain right now, whereas I think a little inebriated, there's a lot of let's do it.
Yeah. There's a lot of let's do it in theory. Like when we were texting about this, it's like that makes sense to do because that would be fun.
Yeah.
And right now I'm not stoked.
Yeah.
So
are you like a whole what's the breakdown? Are you doing like a nibble and chat a bit? You doing like a whole chip and like coast for the rest of the episode?
I want to still have a good episode, but I think we eat the whole fucking thing.
Just in one go.
I think so. I think we got this. I think we can struggle through it and still be able to talk.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's your production. I'm here for it. I will say this, you do have a 50-yard long driveway covered in ice. No paramedics are getting here.
Yeah.
So if we die, we die.
If we die, we die.
All right. At least it'll be recorded. Wife, child, I love you. Take good care of your mother.
Rachel, I love you.
I also love you, Rachel. Just want to throw that out there.
And I love your family.
Thank you.
They'd probably be pissed if you died on account of my podcast, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be upset, for sure. No, you're right.
Dude, don't bite it. It's already kind of spicy on the outside.
I was like, maybe he's smart. He's just eating the packaging, too.
Yeah, well, sometimes you got to go hardcore, you know?
Can't hurt me if you're in plastic.
Oh, shit, you're already in yours? All right.
That's what she said. Or something.
Yeah, no,
I
that's...
don't know why she said it, but a little kink, that one. Do a little sniff test. Actually, it smells like dirty socks.
Dude, is yours covered in this shit?
It's saturated.
It's saturated. Look at this.
You know that Dorito in the bottom of the bag that you kind of savor? You get all the Doritos around it and you save it for last.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with here.
I don't want to touch my eye.
Yeah, don't do it.
Dude, and it's got like extra shit inside.
Yeah, don't turn that up. Get the crumbs out of the bottom.
My eyes are already kind of burning.
My nose senses danger.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
There's a little tickle real close to my sinuses that are like, like it's instinctual. Like I feel like in the Serengeti, I feel like no, there's a lion.
I don't know. There's no part of me that is excited right now. And okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're left-handed?
I am.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is how I find out. I hope I'm able to pour that and not spill it after I'm...
Oh, it don't matter. You can spill it.
Okay. I don't want to cry over it.
Oh, man, I'm about to sneeze.
Yeah. So, you want a cheers?
Yeah, we definitely need to cheers this. I mean, this is...
A little moisture in there.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
I don't want to get anything stuck. It's good podcast noises, a little ASMR.
Fuck.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
3.
Thanks for doing this.
Yep, love you.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, that's intense. So how the White Sox going to be this year, you think?
Oh.
Colson, Montgomery.
Yeah, they're looking good.
They're definitely an improvement. Probably still 60, 70 wins. But I got the hiccups.
I know mine are coming.
Think happy thoughts. Think about petite knuckles.
My stomach's so mad right now. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm screwed.
Oh, Betty White, please save me. Betty White, B. Arthur, I know you're up there. Oh. David Carradine, please.
Yeah, but the White Sox look Great. I'm so excited about this season.
What was this, 2%?
Whole.
I was going to say, I wish it was whole and a half. It needs to be thicker. I don't like it.
Zero.
Murakami. We signed the Japanese guy. He's good.
0 stars.
I'm just holding the milk in my mouth like a baby. All right, top 5 regrets. Number 5, go.
This chip.
Yeah. It's this chip 1 through 5. Now I have real fear that I might run out of milk. I'll have to suck dick.
You won't run out. I'll go get more. It's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like... It's hot.
What would you describe the flavor? It's like charcoal with black pepper on it.
With a hint of flame.
Oh. I got too much of it on my lips.
I'm not abandoning you. I'm going to save our lives. I'll be back in a jiff.
If you don't come back, I love you.
Won't go back.
He left me here all alone. He's back already.
I forgot the keys.
He forgot his keys. Mom, Dad, I know you're up there. Please look down on me, bless me with your angel-like hands. Grandma, Grandpa, I never met you, but I know you care. Oh. Fuck. I still gotta drive home. I want a belly full of hot milk and snot. The thing is, I haven't even turned a corner. It's as bad as it was at the start. Fires typically go down, don't they? Motherfucker brought the Haagen-Dazs. Oh, some Little Debbie? My man. Ate some on the way over. What do we got? I'm not even looking at the flavor. Oatmeal cream pie ice cream? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I still have the glove on. Not cool. I'm touching everything with the glove.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
I have to say, not that bad.
Yeah, it's just 5 minutes of agony, and then
you get ice cream.
you get ice cream. It's a real treat, really.
But
Ice cream slaps, brother.
that first 3 minutes is so insane.
I know. It's
Like, it hit. Oh, God.
It was pretty immediate.
Yes. But it just kept getting hotter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sucks to talk right now, but you can do it.
I feel like I finally turned a corner.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, intense. I cried for a minute. I did. I tried to talk to my parents, my grandparents. I know you're up there. Thanks for being there. I could just feel the hand of the Lord tamper down some of the hot coals. It was a religious experience, is what I'm saying. And I'm not a religious guy, but tonight, I think I am.
I mean, sometimes we just need God to get us through stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lord help me.
Oh, man.
Because let me tell you, I just feel dumb. And there's chip in my teeth. And every time that I get some chip out of my teeth, It's just
more of it. Yeah. It's great that teeth can't feel spice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a beautiful
design.
Yeah, just bones, just doing their work. You know, I was looking at a meme yesterday that actually made me question. It was like, why is spicy the only flavor that my butthole can taste? And it's like, why can't sometimes after ice cream, I'd be like, ooh. You know? That was sweet.
Did I have some peanut butter in there?
It's all spice back there. It's not fair. Evolutionarily, I think that's a flaw.
Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that.
We should be tasting with both ends.
I didn't even think about what it's going to be like to shit.
We'll be doing this again.
Dude, the aftermath of this. I can't imagine. Dude, it hurts when I eat, like, spicy tacos. Like, pain.
Yeah, it's a good thing there's, 8 inches of snow on the ground. We could just go outside and dab some ice.
100%. My yard is your yard.
Oh. I feel like I sweated out some demons. I feel like a whole new man. I feel like I molted.
I feel like I just kissed a dragon's dick.
Yeah, and that's what I mean to say.
Like, my lips.
The lips are rough.
Yeah, the lips, the tongue. I mean, just as soon as air hits my mouth, it's like back.
Yeah.
But, like, ice cream right now is just orgasmic. Because it's just...
I know. I'd abandoned the milk. Come on, you're not doing any work. It's little Debbie out here doing the work.
She's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Love her so much. You were talking about your first open mic being a bit of a bomb. Was that the worst time it's been for you? It's only gotten better? Or rather, it hasn't gotten worse?
No.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, I did a smart thing. I recorded it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was just to say I tried it. Mm-hmm. But then when I went back and I watched it, I learned a lot. Like, because I just watched it and I was like, I wouldn't have laughed either, because this is just a story. It's a run-on story that I thought was funny. And, if it was me telling you the story, you would probably laugh at it because it's an intimate story, right? But as far as a crowd of people, like, I couldn't win over one fucking person with that story. Like, not one.
Did you bring, like, do you have friends in the crowd? Do you have any friendlies?
I had one. I had my buddy Noah with me, and basically to make sure I didn't pussy out, make sure I didn't not get on stage. Because I did tell him at one point, I was like, "Nah, I'm good. Like, this is a bad idea. I'm not. This isn't gonna work." And he was like, "No, we're already here. Like, we're already here. All you have to do is literally when they call your name, you just walk up there."
Where was this open mic that you went to? Was it Big Liquor?
It was at the Coffee Pot.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of LA's gigs.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
And LA was super nice to me and super cool, and was like, get up there and do your thing. And then what I remember the most about that night is after the people were laughing, is as I was walking off the stage so that LA could come up, he literally kind of laughed to himself, and he said the end of my joke to me again, and he said, "That's good, keep that one."
Keep that last 4 seconds.
And it was just that little bit of, like, encouragement that just hooked me. I was like, oh yeah, well, okay, yeah, that was a joke. And the best part was, it was the only part of my act that I really didn't prepare. It was just a funny thing that happened that day that we couldn't stop laughing at, and I was like, I'm gonna do that, because it's like, I can tell that in 40 seconds. So I do this run-on joke, nobody laughs, everyone's getting their shit together, and then I tell that one joke and everyone laughed. And then also I remember a guy walking up to me and saying, "Hey, man," and I knew him, I hadn't seen him in like 5-6 years. We were just acquaintances. And he goes, "Hey, man, so you're doing comedy now?" I was like, "Yeah, that was my first time." He was like, "You should make it your last." Yeah.
Now that's a joke.
I loved it. I was like, okay, well, maybe I should. I don't know. I suck.
That's great. Well, LA's partly responsible for me getting up there as well. I do improv with LA.
Oh, nice.
And I'd wanted to do stand-up for a long, long time, well before I got into improv. I actually started improv to sort of shake off some of the I don't know, like stage fright. And, just to get rid of some of the performance anxiety because I really wanted to work my way to stand up. And LA's in the improv group, and he does the open mics. And so after like a year, I finally got up the gumption to be like, I think I'm going to come to one of your open mics. And he was very supportive, obviously, and that always helps. You know, and I invited a handful of friends. So I had some friendlies in the crowd, and mine was at Ursula's Cafe.
Nice.
Recorded it, but I went way too fast. I had some jokes sculpted. I had written out some stuff, so the material was okay. But delivery-wise, I'm speed reading it because I'm trying not to forget. I'm nervous, and I'm doing this thing. I have my keys in my pocket, and the whole time I'm patting my thigh, patting the keys, and it sounds like Santa Claus is coming. The whole video, clang, clang. So you learn. You watch the video back, you learn some things. But
yeah. Have you ever recorded yourself and said, like, after your performance, after you watched it from the outside looking in, you were like, nailed it?
There's been a handful of times I felt like I've nailed it before I watched the video, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. Well, no. When, like, have you ever come off stage and when you watched it back, you literally you were like, it was like, because when you said nailed it, like, you know, you nailed it on stage, then you go back and you watch it, like, it just reaffirms it, you know, like. Have you ever had that reconfirmation of yourself?
Sadly, I don't think I've allowed myself to have that moment. A lot of us are way too critical. So I've learned the lesson that if I walk off stage and I was really happy with it, don't watch the video. I don't want to taint my feeling of it. Everybody's responding nice because there's been a time or two where I felt pretty good about it, and I've watched it back. Still laughs, it still went well, but in my mind it was better, and I'm only focusing on the things I wanted to get better at, and I'm not allowing myself to enjoy what was good about it.
Sure.
So I've learned that, like, I'm just no fun when I watch my video back. But if I think it was okay, or it had promise, maybe it was a new joke, I'll go back and watch it and kind of, learn from it, or sometimes it just helps you memorize it more if you hear yourself saying it through the video.
Yeah.
The worst bomb that I had, and I did listen to it again after, and it actually made it a little better because I could hear laughs, whereas when I was on stage, all I could hear was the deafening silence of my own despair. I don't know if you've ever seen me do this bit, but I have this whole gangbang bit, and it's 5 minutes. Once I'm into it, I can't veer off. Most of my bits I have full 5-minute jokes. I don't have like one-liners or 1 little minute segues. I usually have like a whole thing that needs the beginning and it needs the end and it needs everything in between for the most part. Mm-hmm. And so once I'm in there, I got to do it. And I had done this bit at Big Lick Brewing, which is a very friendly open mic. It is really a siren in the sea because you can go there with mid-material, and that room is so fun. They're going to make you feel like a king.
That's a fact.
No matter what. And so I walk out of there. People stop me in the parking lot telling me, that was my favorite joke. That was great. What's your name? And I felt so good. I was texting my wife like, oh, fuck, I made it. I'm going to go on tour with Nate Bargatze next week.
Let's go.
I was full of it. And I got booked. Catherine Rogue hooked me up. She booked me as an opener for Melissa Dowdy, who is a local legend in comedy here in Roanoke. She opened for Maria Bamford when she came to the Civic Center, and so it was an honor to feature for Melissa Dowdy. And I did that bit, and nobody laughed. And I could look at her, and she looked the most uncomfortable I've ever seen a human being in my life, and it sucked to have that person see me fail. And I get to this bit, and I was trying to think of ways to bail. I was like, maybe I could just go into a different joke, but it requires, like, I got to do some gyrations, and I got to do some things that just aren't really comfortable for me to do as I'm failing. But I go through the whole thing, and I just kind of walk off stage after, and a couple people are clapping. I walk over to Catherine, and she was like, buddy. And I was like, it was bad, wasn't it? And I had the recording, and I went and I listened to it in the car, and I heard the joke start up, and I heard one person go, huh, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. It wasn't that bad. That guy liked it.
Hell yeah, dude.
But Melissa Dowdy did not, and I hope she's doing well. But that was probably the worst bomb for me, and I learned a little bit there about being nimble. I learned about, like, be versatile, to have something else in your pocket, know your audience, and they're very hard lessons to learn for comedian, because no matter what somebody tells you to prepare for, you're like, nah, I'm good, I got this, I'm funny.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you are.
I've had those moments multiple times. Let's just call it like a handful, like 5 times in the past 2 years, right? I started comedy in February 15th, 2 years ago, right? And so there have been at least 5 times where I've gone back, because I've recorded every set, and I've gone back and I've watched it, and I said to myself, that's as good as you can be right now.
That's a good feeling.
Now we got to get better. Like, what's the next step? Because like I normally always attribute it to stage presence, joke writing, like laughs per minute. You know, like how well did I do according to the video? You know, and to me, I've been trying so hard to just get off my. I guess it's a comfort thing, but get off of the rehearsed feel and make it sound more like I'm just talking to my friends, you know, and because that's the one thing that it's really difficult to fake is to get up on stage and to start telling jokes, but tell the jokes not like you have it in the back of your head already what the ending's going to be. You know, a lot of my favorite comedians, as they're telling the joke, that you're hanging on the wire because it just sounds like, you know, just a regular conversation, not a, hey, get ready for because like this is the punch.
Right.
You know, like trying to frame it like a joke. It seems like the less that it's framed like a joke, the funnier it is. Like Dave Chappelle does that so well. Where it's like you don't know when he's going to say the funny thing, but he's got you. You know?
Yeah, some of that non-traditional, I guess maybe more modern style of comedy that, you know, I mentioned Nate Bargatze, he's good at it. Rory Scovel, one of my favorites. I'm going to see him in a couple weeks. He's really good at that, just spontaneous, and he does work a lot of improv into his sets. And those are guys that I watch, and it just boils down to being brave up there and being willing to like go off script and trust that you got up on stage as a comedian, even if it's in Podunk, Virginia, but because you're funny, right? You have a skill set, whether you believe in it at any given moment or not, because the crowd's not reacting appropriately. You got it. It's just a matter of getting it to come out and not like shrink when it's not going well, which I've gotten a lot better about it. I used to immediately, like if the first joke that I believed in didn't land, I just sped through the rest of the set, like, they don't want me here, I gotta get out of here. But you get better about like, well, they didn't like that one. We'll keep riffing, we'll get it, we'll find what they like, and then we'll lean into that. And,
yeah. There's been a couple of times when it was like silence for the first like 2 or 3 punchlines, and then I was like, well, time to tell my darkest shit. You know,
take that.
Like, no, I mean, at this point, it's like, well, y'all aren't gonna laugh anyways, so I'm just gonna try to make you, you know,
there you go. Yeah,
that's
and wake them up.
Get something out of it, you know. And I know there's been, you know, a couple of times where I'm sure Kat has seen me do it, you know, where because once it's not even so much that like, because I don't even get upset about it. As a matter of fact, sometimes it makes me internally laugh when they're not laughing. You know, I'm like, all right, hell yeah, like you guys gonna make me earn it tonight, aren't you? Hell yeah, okay. You know, or I've said jokes before that I got no laugh from the punchline, and then I just said something, you know, just randomly, just about either about the joke or about them not laughing, and then that pops them. And we're in the driver's seat now. Now we can build off that momentum.
Momentum is huge.
And that's something that I think I've gotten a lot better at, is a lot of my jokes now, they've all hit the wrong crowd. You know, like this joke absolutely has killed the last 3 times I was on stage, but then when I told it at this place, it did nothing. But I reversed it out by saying this, and I remember those things. I try to pinpoint those to just say, "Oh, dude, that's a bullet in the chamber."
Yeah,
you know, like if I miss the target, if I don't stick the landing, it's okay because I got this backup parachute.
Yes,
you know,
and it takes a while to get there because you start out, you don't have more than your 5 minutes that you came out with, right? Dude,
if you're lucky, you got 5 minutes. Like,
so yeah, to always be building on that, and I always find everybody's process interesting, where like whether it be writing or just the way that they approach stagecraft or the way that they learn lessons from a bad show or a good show. And I feel like I don't really have like a reliable formula for how I do it. I find it so interesting to talk joke craft and like stage craft with people just to kind of learn it. But I do know that one thing that I really struggle with is I have this fear of going over time. And I think a lot of it is because my jokes are longer. And whether it be an open mic or, if I'm booked for 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever, I'm usually done at like 17 minutes with everything. Even though I rehearsed it in the car, rehearsed it in the bathroom, rehearsed it in the bathtub, 20 minutes, I'm speeding it up. So I've got to learn to like take a breath, slow down, let them laugh, not keep going over the joke, because I'm always worried like, oh, I'm going to hit time, and I don't want to go over my time. That's rude.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude. I gotta relax on that a little bit. And that's one thing that Catherine, our good buddy Catherine, is kind of pressed me on. She's like, you've got to slow down. I'm like, I know. I'm sorry.
I will say this. I've always thought, because I'm the exact same way as far as time, I want to be respectful to everyone else, and I want to hit the mark, right? However, if I am in the midst of, doing a set and I am crushing, I'm not worried about the time. I might go a minute and a half over and be crazy, because like that to us, to people who try to stay on time, because we've seen people run
it's
like 6 minutes over, and you're not getting laughs at all. You weren't even like, it's almost like they're like, oh well, maybe this one will get him, maybe this one. I gotta get my laugh, But like I said, there's been a handful of times where, like at Johnny's, what's the place?
Big Lick.
You said, yeah, Big Lick. At Big Lick, I've had it to where Johnny was just looking at me, he's like, just rock and roll, and I was like, hell yeah, like that's rad, and but still, like I said, a minute and a half maximum, because I do feel like for open mics or even for some shows, less is more.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather cook for 8 minutes and you feel like it was 10.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. And instead of giving you 10 and giving you 2 minutes of bullshit.
That's the thing too. Like, you see somebody come out, they have like their best, they're booked for 10. They only have like maybe 6 minutes of jokes, and the rest of the time just trying their best to riff with the crowd, or not everyone's cut out for that. That's a whole different skill set that I don't really have much of, but you're pretty good interacting with the crowd. You seem comfortable up there.
It's most of the time, it's because I don't care what comes out of my mouth.
I don't care what comes out of their mouth.
Yeah.
Like, if I interact with the crowd, no matter what they say, I already know where I'm going.
Yep.
So it's kind of smoke and mirrors. It's like, whatever the prompt is, they say something, I'm like, great. And just keep moving, or make up what they said. Like, oh, he said, not even what he said, but like, make up something.
Yeah.
Make everyone think that's what they said, just to keep the joke going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to be beholden to what the crowd or what any audience member particularly gives me that I have to respond to, which is weird because I'm an improv comedian.
Yeah.
That's all we do. For my set, I'm like, nah, this is all mine. You can't touch it. Get out of here.
Yeah. No, I dig it. So how long have you been doing comedy now?
It was January of 2023.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, so not too long before you.
Yeah.
Yes, you were 2024, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Class of 2024. What a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like it's Rodent's got some serious, like they got some serious talent. Like
for sure. Yeah, there's a pretty big stable of pretty solid comedians here. Yeah, it's a good group. Have you ever been down to the Greensboro area and seen some of those folks?
I haven't been to Greensboro.
They got a really good scene, a really deep roster of solid comedians, and they also have a lady down there, Jenny Stencil, who runs their comedy club and is sort of their shepherd. She does a great job in, basically running their whole camp down there. So nice. I recommend going down there, try to get some stage time at the Idiot Box. It's fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is trying to find, some new places to do it, because like I have been venturing out a little bit, and it's always fun to do a place that you've never done.
Oh, for sure.
Or a place where no one knows you, then it's like, oh, well,
Yeah, it is. It's fun to see, because I did a show I went to Pittsburgh this past summer to hang out with some friends, and I ended up on a Don't Tell show while I was up there. And part of me was thinking, like, or my jokes translate 340 miles away? Like, that's a dumb thought. But at the same time, it's like I've had the same nexus of people kind of attending my shows for the last 2 or 3 years, and they're all laughing because they all kind of like me.
Yeah.
Here I'm not going to be anybody. Now, granted, I stacked the audience with a lot of my friends, but I still feel like I held my own, and it was probably one of the best lineups I've been a part of. Like the comedians that were on that, I didn't feel like I really had any business being in that batting lineup. But I held my own, and that was really reassuring to be like, okay, all right, so I can go anywhere and be okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. Well, my favorite show of last year. Well, I can't say favorite. How about this? My favorite open mic of last year. I ended up going on a golf trip with a bunch of my buddies. There's like 14 of us, and I get down there literally as soon as we pull in. Like one of the things they were saying, they were like, "Hey man, you should do a show while you're down here." And I was like, there's an open mic. It's not very far away. I mean, we could try it. We get down there. It's a music open mic. And by this time, I've had some drinks, and I was like, we tried.
You could do that, though. You're musically inclined.
Well, yeah. But still, I was like, it's like, we tried, boys. We tried. It's over, because at this point, I don't want to get up in front of a bunch of people who came to hear music, because it was a packed place. It was completely packed. My boys were, like, standing, and I'm like, dude, so I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and my boy runs in. He's like, hey, man, it's all good. It's all good. You're up in 3 people. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, man, they don't have comedians here, but he was like, fuck it. Like, let's have a comedian. So I'm standing outside, and I'm like, dude, really? Like, I don't even know what I'm going to say. And all of a sudden, I hear on the PA, the guy's like, thanks so much. Where's John? John, where you at, John? And he's like, all right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's get this comedian up here.
Oh, no.
And now I'm like, well, now I've had 0 prep time. Like, I figured we were coming, and I kind of had an idea, but I like to meticulously go over this. And so literally, like, as soon as he called me up, and I just looked, and he's like, you, come on. And something about that, when I started walking up to the stage, nobody clapped.
Oh, no.
Nobody was excited.
They're like, oh, no, a comedian.
And like, also, too, no one really gave a shit, because, like, everyone's talking. Everyone's talking. Even through the music, they were talking. They're like screaming at each other. And I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be all right. There's like 150 people in here, and they could give 2 shits as to what I'm doing. So I grab the mic, and I'm literally like, yeah, I'll tell a couple jokes for the boys, and I say, yeah, my name's Jared Christensen. I'm a comedian from Roanoke, Virginia, and the fucking place turns into a library.
Oh, no.
Nobody's talking. Everybody stops and is looking up. They heard comedian.
A Roanoke person came down from the mountains, and he's wearing shoes.
Dude. And they're looking at me, and I'm just like, I was like, wow, all right. I got y'all's attention. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but here goes, and that kind of got a couple people kind of, but then I went into my first joke, and the place erupted.
Oh, that's awesome.
It went nuts, and my boys like are fueling the fire. They're geeking out, but they're just like whistling and having a great time. Dude, it was one of my favorite.
That's awesome.
One of my favorite moments, just because nobody was expecting to hear comedy, and I just was like, given the crowd, fuck it, let's just do whatever. And so the jokes that I had picked for it, dude, it couldn't have gone any better.
That's awesome.
And when I looked over at the guy, because I was like, what's my time? He was like, don't worry about it. Just go. and he has his phone out recording me. And I was like, this is rad.
You felt pretty. That's good.
Oh, bro, I walked out of there, and my boys was like, my homie's a comedian. I was like, come on. Like,
How much time did you do?
Probably like 13 minutes.
I mean, that's decent for being just called up on the spot and
Dude,
going into an unknown territory.
Well, I was coming off of doing, Johnny's whole, comedy fest, the Roanoke Comedy Fest and all that, and doing a couple of more shows, and it was like, the hardest I've ever trained for a show ever was the Rich Voss show.
Yeah.
So
I was jealous of you for that. That's a good spot. Dude.
Coming off of that, I literally had made I made my set into 4 different 5-minute sets. Mm-hmm. So all I had to do was practice these 5-minute sets, and then I just had perfect retention of them. Mm-hmm. So that's when I was like, well, screw it. Now I'll just tell my opening 5 that I did for Rich, and then I'll do the next 5 if I keep on getting up. And I didn't even think I'd get that far. And then I was like, well, I'll finish off with this last little 3 minutes of the whole thing.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm jealous of just about everything in that story. And that was awesome. Where was this?
This was at Myrtle Beach.
Oh, nice.
Yep. On a random Thursday night, and buddy, they were partying. It was a good time. Like, it was fun. And even the musicians, because I was really nervous about them, but they were all like, bro, like, come on, man. I was like, let's fucking go, dude. Like, because, you know, to show up and take time away, like I've been to other places where it was music and I've asked, hey, you know, because I had a couple people show up to see me do open mic, but the person got it wrong that it wasn't, you couldn't do comedy. Because the guy was just like, he's like, bro, he's like, I got so many musicians that come through here. If I start opening up to comedians, they're not going to have their stage. And I was like, say less, dog.
Yeah, I understand.
Say less. I just came from an open mic because it's on Wednesday nights. So I was like, dude, don't even worry about it. Say no to all of us. I don't know if you're going to keep the same crowd.
That's true.
So,
you got any shows coming up?
Yes, I do. I have a show coming up at the end of February. It's located with the date and time right here because I don't remember where it is or when it is off the top of my head.
No disrespect to whoever this is, whenever this is, but it'll come up there soon.
It's the heat, man. Okay? It's the heat. I feel like we've been talking like unconsciously for the last 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here. I'm present with you.
Yeah, it unlocked neurons.
Yes.
I think I'm left-handed now. I think that's...
Dude, that would make you ambidextrous.
I'm ambidextrous. No, I have a show on Saturday. February 7th at McLean's in Blacksburg. This will come out on Friday, so you have less than 24 hours to cancel your other plans.
Yeah.
Get on down to Blacksburg, and I'm doing 30. We're all doing 30. Me, Taylor, and Catherine, 30 apiece.
Holy shit.
90-minute rock block of nonstop laughs.
Is Netflix televising it this time?
Maybe. Netflix.
Come on. Where you at?
Come on now.
I mean, really, where are you at?
For real.
Yeah.
What is your that's a good I don't know if you're trying to wrap this up. What is your aspirations for comedy? Speaking of Netflix.
I really don't have any. Like, truly. I have so much fun doing it. It's just, how about this? If I could pay a bill with comedy.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
If I could pay a bill, you know, like pay a bill with comedy, I'd be super stoked. I've made, you know, a little bit of money, you know, but it's like, I'm still a newborn baby.
Same.
You know what I mean? That's, us. We're the newborn baby brothers.
You can't, Epi twins. You can't, you can't rely on the money, not around here. You got to go to like Austin or New York to, I think, make a livable wage doing it. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like you never really know if you strike gold with comedy. I don't even know how people do strike gold. Does just the right person see you? I don't know how it all works, really. I just keep trying to be funny and hope that somebody out there likes it enough. And
I think you have to like donate blood to the Illuminati, and then they kind of hook it up.
I've been doing that. I don't know. I've been doing that.
Okay.
They've got so much of my blood. Well, Illuminati.
You got to be on the list.
Yeah. So. Only on the good lists. But
yeah, I mean,
a piece of chip found me. What the fuck are you doing in there?
Oh, God.
Fucking sniper in the back of the throat. Fucking nested up there in a ghillie suit.
The phantom chip.
Get out of here. All right. No, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I want it to go as far as it can go, but I don't really know. Well,
it got me to start doing my own podcast.
That's true. And which, by the way, you're fucking funny. I know it's an ironic name, but I got to say it.
It's literally there because the idea is that, you know, sometimes some of the people that are on here are not comedians, you know, so having the expectation that Jared's not funny, if you turn it on and you're like, this guy isn't funny at all, it's like, fuck you. Yeah, I know. It's in the name, dumbass. You know, that's why I put it there. Because also too, I think it's perfect for me, like, because my website is JaredsNotFunny.com. Right. And I've always enjoyed that because there's quite a few people that find me funny, but there are quite a few people that don't, because I like dark comedy, you know, like if I'm ever going to lean somewhere, I'm going to lean to the dark side, just because I think that's the funniest comedy, you know, and it's not for everybody. I totally get that. But having the Jared's Not Funny really kind of gets me ahead of the curb when somebody's offended or triggered by one of my jokes.
It's a good call. It's future-proofing your branding. Mine's travterry.com, but you
are Trav Terry.
Yeah, but I am Trav Terry.
I love it.
I considered making it Trav because I have the gaming side of my life, social media-wise, is Trav Plays Games, and I use that for a lot of my social media. But I'd played around with potentially having a comedy one that was just Trav Tries Comedy, which sounds humble. because I'm very bad about marketing myself. That's the reason that I don't think I'll get very far in comedies, because when it comes to like you gotta get out there and tell people about your show and tell them how great you are and make clips. Like I'm partially too lazy. I don't understand how to do it, and it's awkward for me to tout myself. And I'm learning to get better about it. Someone gave me good advice that was like, whenever you're marketing yourself, pretend you're doing it for a friend.
That is very good advice.
Talk up your friend. So I'm trying to get better about that.
Yeah.
But it's an important part of, especially in this day and age, you have to be your own agent. And you get out what you put into it. I don't put enough into it. I don't think I should do better.
Yeah. Well, and also too, it's can be tough around here too, because you can invite a couple people out to check you out, and you end up with not a crowd that wants to laugh at anything, and or they've had to sit through, a couple of bombs, and it's like sometimes when we bomb, we can make things feel a little awkward.
Yeah, little defense mechanisms. You can make it weird.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough. There have been a couple bombs before me, and I've been the one to lift the crowd out, and that's felt good.
We love those.
I've felt good about that before. Hopefully, I've not been. I don't think I've ever been one to like take a good crowd down. It's either they're bad, and then I'm up there, or they're whatever. But I love comedy. I'm glad we're able to talk about it. I like talking shop.
Yeah. No, I think it's healthy. I think it's fun, and I definitely, if you are willing to get up in front of a crowd of people and tell your spiel, I mean, it takes some nuts. Because remember what I said about the band, right? I can get up with a band. I can play. I'm good to rock. I'll sing with you. I don't care, because it's us. When it's just me,
In music, I guess you're not anticipating a reaction from people. You're not really trying. I mean, you hope they like it and nodding along and all that, but it's not like you can hear them, because of the band.
Yeah.
But there's nothing worse than being up there hoping that people make laughing noises and there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I would compare it. I would have the same stage fright if you handed me an acoustic guitar in front of a crowd and you said, "Play all your originals."
Oof.
Right? Like that would be the same thing, because now I'm opening up the door to show you like my interpretation of what music is. And that's what we do with comedy, right? We show our own interpretation, and yours is going to sound different than mine. It's going to be different than, anyone else's. So, and that's another thing too, is like you do have your own brand. You do have your own style. You have your own feel. And that's one thing that I appreciate the very most about you, is like you're your own thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I could say that for a lot of comedians. It's just, man, when people get up and they talk just like another comedian, or they have jokes that are just like another comedian, that drives me insane. It's just like, dude, be yourself.
That is true. Like,
just be your own brand. I don't want to sit here and watch this comedian come out through you. If that were the case, then we would have cover comedians.
I've thought about that. Like, if you could just riff on someone else's joke, as long as you gave them credit after, like, kind of like you go and be like, all right, this next bit is a George Carlin bit, and then you just rattle out the joke, and then people laugh,
and then you sprinkle a little bit in of your own. Yeah, that's all
right. This next bit comes off of Mitch Hedberg's sophomore album. Goes a little something like this.
Well, and that's another thing too, and we will kind of wrap it up here in a second, but that's another thing too that has driven me crazy, is full on plagiarism on stage.
You see that a lot around here?
I have seen it 3 times.
Really?
And, I will tell you this. If you plagiarize a joke and try to act like it was your own, I've been very polite in not saying anything, except for the last time that it happened, because, I didn't say anything as being rude. They just asked me, "Hey, man, what'd you think?" And I was like, "Oh, I missed it." Oh. And they were like, "You were sitting right there." I was like, "Missed it." Missed it. Because I
was it a famous comedian's joke they ripped off? Or
yes,
somebody local?
Yes, okay. Famous comedian. And There was another time at an open mic, one of Johnny's, and this guy got up there, and for 4.5 minutes, man, he just sucked. Like, he had a terrible, terrible set. And I don't mind saying it, dude. We all have sucked before. I've sucked before, okay? I'm not sitting here saying this guy sucks, but he did. And he did that night, okay? And in order to bail himself out with 30 seconds on the clock, man, this guy ends up telling a fucking Ron White joke that everybody laughed at. Everybody. Ron White's hilarious. But yeah, he tells that joke and gets off the stage and like immediately just runs off the stage because everyone laughed. And I'm just sitting there and I was just like,
cheap.
You're so cheap. Those laughs don't belong to you,
don't.
sir.
That's
Those
stolen valor. That's Ron White's
That is stolen.
laughs.
Yes.
That's Tater Salad's laugh.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you can't. I'm not trying to be a dickhead about it.
I don't think you are. I think that's a reasonable take.
Like, it's just, you know, because I think it's also, too, it's frustrating because I believe in people, you know, and I want to hear your version of how you see the world, right? I want to hear your take on comedy. That's what I want. That's why I show up to a lot of the open mics, is to hear what everyone's talking about, see what everyone else is doing, you know? And I can't tell you how many times I've went and like the way that they saw something inspired me in a way to look at one of my jokes, and then I get my finisher, you know?
I do like different viewpoints and perspectives on my own jokes and trying to tease out, and even sometimes just a little phrasing switch can do so much, whether changing the perspective from you to someone else or vice versa. It can do a lot, and I can nerd out on that all day. I love
100%,
that stuff.
100%.
And then I'm talking like I'm highbrow, but then I go home and I just write 10 minutes about Bigfoot's dick. That's my brand.
I mean, that's dope, though. Hey, Bigfoot.
I know. I couldn't stop thinking about his dick the whole time I've been in here.
Dude, me too.
Crazy.
I mean, twins.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks again. This was great.
Oh, no, this has been fantastic. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you for nutting up. You nutted up and shut it up. You said, I'm going to fuck that one chip challenge. And damn, did we. We came, we saw, I say we cheers a little bit of milk.
Heck yeah, dude.
But this has been Jared's Not Funny with Travis Terry. Thanks for joining. See you next time.